I planned to tell you something that I studied by heart, etc., but I see a bit less amount of people today. So let's talk strictly, directly from my heart. And I would like today discuss what works regarding your usage of AI in our daily engineering works. And I discovered this system and the things that I will tell you today. Meanwhile, when I was switching from my regular job to consulting business, when I decided, okay, now I will be my own boss and I need to manage my time. And this is something what is really simple and it really, really works. And of course, we can use that as site engineers on a site because I took from my daily practices the things that may be used on a sites. Of course, we can connect with each other with LinkedIn. If you are interested, you can scan it. At the end, there will be QR code as well, so I will not be the one waiting. Okay, today we will not talk about AI policies, agent creations, copilot, RAG system, innovation theory, and digitalization data. Just something what works. We will talk about glossary, and about 3 points that, in my opinion, is the most important to integrate AI in your daily life. First of all, if you are a bit scared of LLMs and AI, just use it. It's so easy, and most probably you do that, so I will skip this point, and this is rule number 0. The second point, a glossary. Token, a piece of word, and please remember that talking in English to AI is really more optimal way regarding token usage. So if you would like to save some context window, so the short-term memory, you should use English and multimodality. Few years ago, or even few months ago, talking to AI was like kind of synthetic, kind of hard, and it didn't work well. But from month to month, it gets better and better. Now, if you talk with ChatGPT, you can hear the breaths, you can hear emotions, you can even hear this, I don't know how to say that in English, but really human voices, and it gets better and better. First point, most probably you know about it, but in any LLM model you can create custom assistant. So you simply upload knowledge, create a pre-prompt, and you have it. It's really easy. Anyway, ChatGPT, Gemini, I have like more than 10 my unique AI assistants in Gemini, and I love it. You can do that in Copilot, Gemini, GPT, Claude. It is nothing more. But what I started doing 3 months ago, and I get addicted to that, I don't write prompts anymore. 90% of my working with AI is being by speech, and this presentation in 95%, except the first and the last slide, was created only by speaking, no writing. It's not perfect, but I just wanted to let you know that during 1 hour, I was able to dictate to Gemini what I would like this presentation to see, and I will show you at the end how to do that, because it's really easy. But talking and multimodality with AI, this is something that speeds my work, I don't know, by 50%. But when you talk with Gemini, especially by phone, or when you talk with ChatGPT, there is a small microphone button. You don't need to see that on my screen because you most probably know the interfaces. And this doesn't work good enough to capture everything you would like to say. So my pro tip for you, if you would like to speak with AI with really complex sentences, like 15 minutes of talking into prompt, I recommend to use, for example, Loom application, which is great and helps me to create, instead of long email or one meeting, to record myself on via camera, my screen and my talk, which is by AI transcripted. And instead of sending long email, I simply sit behind my computer, I record myself, and it's really, really great. It's a game changer for me, and my clients loves it that they don't need to schedule a meeting with me. Sometimes I don't record screen for my clients, but I walk, for example, to get to the plane, to the Hungary, and I was talking like, help me to prepare the presentation. I would like to say this, and this. Please prepare slides for me, and I would like them to look like do. And it takes like 20 minutes. And this is the result. Of course, I had to prepare a few screenshots, etc., but no handwriting. So the conclusion number 3 is use some application to transcript, to talk with AI, because it's really game changer. You can use Loom or you can use Microsoft Stream if your company works in Microsoft ecosystem and cares about cybersecurity. But this is something you need to do. The output from the app is the input to AI, and what is more, if you use Gemini or other LLM, you can integrate it with your tasking application. What I discovered after switching from working for someone else to working for myself, that I need to do tasks, I need to complete things, I need to do a lot of things, and I need to finish them actually. And because of that, I implemented some application to track my tasks. Yeah, most of people do that, but there is some game changer in Gemini, which now, if I was site engineer, I would do. So you simply need to tell, please add to my Google Tasks information that I need to upload a picture on my LinkedIn from today's presentation. Yeah. And this automatically, without any programming, will appear on my Google Task list. But come on, there is a lot of task applications. We have a lot of clients. We have a lot of calendars. For example, I have an Outlook calendar for one client. I have a Google calendar in the second client. And my wife sends me on Apple calendar important events regarding doctor appointments or journeys, etc. You can use AI to integrate all your calendar at once. For example, Google, iCalendar from Apple, and Outlook. If you have a lot of calendars, my recommendation, Trevor AI. This changed my life. They don't pay me for that, but imagine if you are a site engineer and you have a lot of meetings and tasks. And here are tasks from Google Tasks that I transcripted to AI. So I talked to Gemini, even now, to remind me about something. 1 second later, it is here. I click here. I move it here, so I'm sure that it will appear in every my other calendar, in Outlook, in Google Calendar, etc. And because of that, as a site engineer, I'm sure that no one will put a meeting here because I will be displayed as a busy in this time. And it helps me to manage my time really, really, really efficiently, really good. And in construction industry, I can see that people are being promoted because they have experience, because they build a lot of buildings. But come on, it doesn't mean that they are able and they can manage people. And I think that we should trust ourselves to manage our time. And if you will be able to manage yourself with such tools and you will create your own workflow, like me, and I'm not kidding, I dictate tasks, because otherwise I will forget, to my watch or to iPhone. They appear here, and then every day evening I put them, and this is great. And only if you will have this system to manage yourself, you will be ready in the future to lead others. This is my opinion, and yeah, it works in my opinion. What is more, Trevor AI and other applications like that has AI to help you to analyze after 1 year of work if you are spending time on tasks that are helping you to grow. And in my opinion, AI journalism and this psychological aspect of AI, this is the future that we will consult AI to discuss our future career steps and to analyze our calendars if we are growing or we are at the same place and we should change it. Okay, the next point, context window. You know that window context is the short-term memory of AI, and not everyone knows that in every model, in Gemini, in ChatGPT, in Claude, there is a canvas option. if you have long contract or agenda for today's training, and you dictate on Loom what you would like to have, you walk, talk, then you upload it here in ChatGPT or in Gemini, and then you ask, okay, structurize it and prepare an agenda for me, and you add, please do that in Canvas. And you will have a window where you can correct it, where you can edit it, instead of reading everything, prompting to correct, reading everything, because it will quickly use all memory of AI model. And if you will not use Canvas, but you will just talk with AI, correct number, point number 5, and then it will generate point from 10 to from 1 to 10 with modified 0.5. If you will do that like 10 times, then all memory will disappear, and unfortunately, this chat will be useless for you. So, if you are doing something that requires editing and multiple prompting about one document, for example, if you are going to create a contract, in ChatGPT, you need to click here and click here. In Gemini, you need to click here and click here. And this is, because of that, you will see the window to edit things. Okay, and the last thing, to be really efficient regarding site engineer using AI, I would like to inspire you and to share with you the link to YouTube advertisement video of Excel in 1995. This is really interesting because this is about people that are really delayed with some presentation, and they are traveling with elevator until 50th floor, and this guy is saying, oh, you won't manage, we need to have a presentation, they will fire us. And this guy is taking his laptop, he's opening really cool newest Excel software, and he's doing, look. And he do things that for us is obvious, but 30 years ago, they weren't obvious at all. And the same thing we can do now with AI. What I do is to say to Gemini, prepare a HTML code to display time schedule. And I dictate, I would like to have some earthworks, I would like to have construction works, etc., etc. And he does that with HTML code. And this is how I've done this presentation. So I told him, I would like to have presentation, and I simply, within 30 minutes of talking, describe him what I would like to see. So you can, as a site engineer, during walking on a site, you can create such time schedule simply by talking. You can create S-curves in Gemini just by talking, and they are interactive. If someone will mark this point, then he will see some things. And this is just HTML that you could program on yourself, but AI do that within 10 seconds. So if you have a presentation on your site, yeah? What do you mean? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, you are right. You are 100% right. Yes. 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 Mm-hmm. I disagree with the last sentences, because actually Loom, which transcript what I say, sometimes output a rubbish. So I see some French words, English words, Croatian words, while I was speaking just Polish, come on. But if I put this rubbish into Gemini, somehow the result is good. And I agree with the first point. AI sometimes recognize words in a bad way, but after you will put it and say, I wanted to speak in Polish, for example, the result is good. I don't know how, but it works, really. But so this is my perspective. This chart was created only by talking and by pasting Excel spreadsheets with information about work progress. Yeah, it is really easy. And guys, if you have a client and if you are a consultant and you are coming back from a meeting and you need to prepare offer, simply talk. What's the subject of the offer? What's the price? And you will have a perfect presentation once you will go to the office, and within 1 hour you will be able to send it to the client. Meeting, prompt, and you can have everything in HTML with Gemini. And you can, of course, if you will create that with Gemini and you will click in Canvas to create infographic, you can share the link directly to that. And of course, this presentation was created this way, and you can scan this code and see this presentation on your mobile, but you need to flip your mobile. Unfortunately, it's slightly cutted, but I will fix that. But this presentation, everything, I didn't type a word here, yeah? Just use LLMs. Try talk instead of typing. Use videos like Loom and Microsoft Stream and any other application. Use AI to integrate your tasks and calendars like Trevor AI, and use Canvas to edit and save context. Canvas is game changer for me, and not everyone knows about it. And that's it. I shared with you the things that I do daily in my work. I hope it helped you. Thank you.